This is an after-work podcast. We usually try to record, or we've tried to, at least the past couple of episodes, we tried to record like during the day on the weekend.
Yeah,
but
on Saturdays.
But obviously we're going to be gone this weekend, and then we really won't have any time to do anything. But no, I'm excited to be downtown and being able to like hang out and chill and find like places like that, because I mean, if we were walking, we probably would have, if we were like in that area and walking around, since they had their stuff open, it might be one of those things where it was like, oh, you want to just duck in here for a little bit and like get a refresher. I think that's going to be one of the cool things to do when we're walking in the...
What are you talking about?
When we're downtown, when we're walking on the Riverwalk.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it might be cool to just, while we're walking around, if there's like a bar that we like the vibe of, just walking into it and just being like, oh, this is cool, and like grab a drink and then move on to the next thing, just kind of walking around like people do in the city.
What you do when you explore.
Yeah, exploring the city. But that's where we're going to be going downtown, getting our libations. But speaking of libations, this is the Libatious podcast. I'm Kaylin.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is the podcast where we try new drinks and sit, laugh, and hang out. So today's drink is, we're trying premium alcohol seltzer press.
Why did you leave the tag in there?
What tag? Oh, there's tags on everything. Because it's not quite the time for everything to be... Because we'll take the tag off when it's actually the season. It's like when you keep the authentic sticker on your
the hats.
On the hats, yeah, it's like that. We authentically got this from the dollar store.
No one had to know.
No one had to know, but they do now. Listen, we're here, bougie on a budget. It looks good. We promised everyone that we promised everyone that we were going to have stuff behind us for the next podcast, and we delivered. Here it is. So, the libation of the podcast is this press, and they call it premium alcohol seltzer. I don't know what makes it premium other like a White Claw or anything. But I think White Claws and like Vizzies are malt beverage also. It says premium malt beverage. I don't know what makes it premium, but
because I said so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can claim anything. But cheers to the beers and the ones who aren't here. You still caught that? I feel like I caught that. My swallowing. Black cherry isn't bad. Hibiscus, black cherry hibiscus.
That's my favorite so far. The pomegranate's pretty good.
Pomegranate, that's the pomegranate ginger, right? Is it ginger? Yeah. That's pretty.
Tastes like a Sprite.
I don't think that's the first one I had, but
never mind.
Okay. I could take a sip. But yeah, this is the first time I'm having this. You had when we were at
Slates.
Yeah, Slates, our old stomping out ground.
Cilantro.
The bar, yeah, cilantro. The bar that we lived across the street from, that we would always hang out at. Yeah, they put us onto a lot of new, mostly seltzers.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty good. They showed us the bevies, right? I don't think we've had that yet on the podcast.
Can't find them. We saw them once.
I thought we saw them at Tony's. I can't remember.
Once.
We'll have to look. Yeah.
I said we saw them once.
Yeah. Next time we see them, we'll put them on the podcast. But first, I wanted to do a correction because I was editing the podcast last episode, and I realized that I kept saying Brett Kreischer instead of Bert Kreischer, and I'm sorry to Bert and his family for messing that name up. I was like, yep, that's Brett. That's Brett Kreischer right there, Brett. I feel like I was still a little iffy when I was saying it. I was like, I'm not sure if this is correct, but I'll...
The entire time I heard you say it, but I still didn't correct you.
Yeah, so we're both at fault here. Mostly you. Mostly
yeah.
you. You're the one who you had it in your hand. You were watching the video.
You watched with me.
Yeah, but I couldn't read it. I was watching Bert and
It didn't have his
Tom.
name. It had their podcast.
Yeah. So doesn't it say with? No.
Not on their.
Yeah.
Not on that clip.
Not on that clip. Yeah. Well, so I messed up. I messed that up, and I apologize. But there was something else I thought I had, but I can't remember it now. So if I listen back to the episode and I'm like, oh, should have said something about that. Maybe if somebody puts in the comments, I'll say, I know. That's it.
I think that was it.
But yeah, premium seltzers. They're pretty. I mean, they're pretty good. I can't say that they're not
I feel
good.
like
I just don't know what
we got
premium
used
is.
to the ones that like aren't so sweet. And I feel like these are sweeter. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean?
These have a lot of flavor to them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we were drinking like the Vizzies. Vizzies have a lot of flavor.
I know, we stopped really drinking those, remember?
Yeah. And then what was the other one that we went into really hard? High Noons.
Yeah, but
High Noons has like a hint of the flavor. That's true. This is like a High Noon, but with more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
This tastes like if you like when you have your drink enhancer in there. Like it's that kind of burst of flavor, kind of. You think it's not like watered down. Like High Noon would be like if you had that and you just put like a drop in there. But this is like if you like wrung it out into it.
Yeah.
Or squeezed it extra hard. But they're pretty good. I don't remember how much we paid for this, but probably premium is probably more than it's going to be like for Vizzies. Still, could be bougie on a budget. I don't know. It's got gold on the top, so that's extra premium there too.
Okay, well, how many times you gotta talk about this?
Enough. That the premium is just throwing me off. I'm like, what makes it premium? What makes it? Like, can you just say that, or is there like something that you have to do?
We can say we're premium.
Yeah, you're listening to the premium podcast, Libatious podcast. Yep. That's exactly it, and now nobody can dispute it.
Right.
If we put it on a can.
How are you premium? Because we say so.
Because we are. We put it on a can. We put it on the can.
Get a tattoo.
Premium. Yes, that's my next tattoo. That's our next tattoo.
Pulled my something.
Is it
It still hurts.
Your shoulder?
I'm sitting like.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
We need to get you to. Oh, actually. I was gonna say chiropractor, but I don't think that's bones and joints, right? For chiropractors, would they be able to help you with your
it could be like shoulder? A pinched nerve or something.
Maybe you dislocated.
But I'm scared after this one thing. I saw this girl was paralyzed because this guy. Well, it was this like 1 in a million type of thing where it's like I think it's like build up or breakdown of like something, and it can be like. From someone like her cracking her neck or
like what is it called, like lactic acid or something, like some like something that's building up, right?
No,
in the joints.
I don't know exactly, but
yeah,
he ended up adjusting her, and it like pretty much it made her paralyzed,
like released whatever.
I don't know. I just said
okay. That's my inference.
Yes, but I don't think it's that.
Okay, but yeah, so it just like it.
You were trying to add your own to my stories.
Well, that's what I thought. I mean, no. I thought I heard of it before. So I guess it's not. Never mind.
It was something, I forgot what it was, but it was like a 1 in a million type of thing.
1 in a million.
Not the exact, like, what they said and thing, but it was really, it was very rare what they said. They were like, don't get scared to go. I'm like, I will never go to chiropractor. Don't touch my neck.
Oh, chiropractor?
Yeah.
I went to one when I was a kid. My mom took me to one, and it was one of those weird. I don't even know if it was like holistic kind of medicine kind of thing. Mm-hmm. She was like one of those people who she had like the massage table, but like walking in, it looked like it was her house. You like walk into the back.
Yeah.
But then she also had all these like essential oils and stuff like that, or like on like shelves and stuff as you're walking through. But every time we went there and she like adjusted us, I would feel like it's always weird the day you go you're like,
do you feel
everything's
better?
like popped and like,
Where
you're
it
like,
should be?
what's happening? Yeah, but then like, you feel like, oh, there's no pain at all. Although I was also like 10,
Excuse me.
so I was basically
I'm
elastic
surprised they do
anyway.
that well, they do also do that for babies too.
Yeah.
Which I find so interesting.
Which
Somehow those TikToks, like,
when they
I
go,
get that on some, like, For You page. There's one of this baby, I don't know, like, he's not, his posture or something is not good, or his, like, strength or something isn't good.
yeah,
And she has to, like, adjust him. Also, he's in therapy to, like, strengthen his legs. So they hold his feet and, like, lift him up. And they'll hold his feet up, and, like, she'll hold his feet and, like, kind of, brace his back, but he has to hold it, and he's, like, crying the entire time.
I'm sure it's not comfortable. Yeah, babies only know comfort, and if they're not comfortable, they'll let you know. That kind of
He's
thing.
like,
Yeah. I would never be able to, I can't, I feel like if anyone, like, the few times people have let me hold their child, I'm always like, I feel like I'm gonna, like, there, it's like like an antique vase. It's like, if somebody gives me something that's breakable, I feel like I'm going to break, like, it's going to break. It's something's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna explode.
It's not gonna be good.
Yeah. And, that's how I feel every time I hold a baby. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be different with, well, probably if I'm holding our own child often, I know that I'm not gonna break it, but it's like,
You'll get used to it.
yeah, I guess I'm just not used to. Nobody trusts me with their children. I mean, I don't know. I feel like people do. I mean, people trust me with their kids, but it's like, I don't trust myself to not do something, like, not be paying attention. I, like, trip over a toy and, like, just throw a baby.
I don't think they would do that, but
I would. I know. Yeah, I definitely would.
that's your fear.
Yeah, that's my fear. I would probably do those things. I would do the thing that I keep on. I'm gonna bring the Megalodon back up. I'm sorry, everybody, but it's we've watched it so many times. I have critiques on little things in the movie. First off, the first critique I have is everybody says that Toshi was eaten. Toshi was not eaten. He was exploded in the submarine at the beginning. Toshi was not eaten. Everybody else was eaten in the movie, but the first person who was killed was actually killed. And then they say they ate Toshi, they killed the others. It's like, no, it's the opposite. Anyway, the part that I'm talking about is how DJ should have thrown the kid, or
How he threw the kid.
Is it Suyin? No, Suyin is the mom. Mei Ying. How they throw so helicopters collide. They're gonna go into the main ship, and DJ picks up Mei Ying. Yeah, he's swimming in this ocean. He picks up Mei Ying and just tosses her over the side of this, like, oil rig that they're not oil rig, but like what, like a boat. Yes, it's a big boat. I don't know the different types of boats.
Right.
I'm like
It's
trying
a boat.
to figure. Yeah, it's a boat. It's a big boat. But yeah, he just tosses her over and then he jumps. I was like, what he should have done is jumped in back first.
Yeah, but a person who can't swim,
That's
and
true.
he's also scared himself,
That's true.
at least he got her off that boat.
Yeah.
Because he could have just been like, bye.
Yeah, just jumped. Yeah, right. Yeah. And May's like,
too.
yeah. But I just, that part always, I'm like, he should have definitely, like, tried to protect her a little bit, but he just throws her like it's nothing.
Right.
He's just like,
like, what if he threw her too far and he can't swim?
Right, exactly. Yeah, and then he jumped. Well, I mean, at least he saved her before he saved himself. That's like the good thing, but still, I guess somebody's upset.
Right. No. You heard that too, right?
So the last time I mentioned a dog barking, and I didn't hear it when I was editing, so I don't know if they can pick up, this is like, these are actually good mics that block everything out.
We'll see now.
But yeah, I hear something right now, but
like an airplane or something.
yeah, airplanes do fly over us sometimes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when we go downtown, I need to see if there's any arcade bars, but I kind of want to go to an arcade bar.
I don't know how close one is.
Yeah.
If we're trying to stay close.
Yeah, that's true.
To the area. I mean, we can always look it up.
And we can also Airbnb, like, some places. I mean...
Uber?
Airbnb Uber. Yeah, not Airbnb, some places. Yeah, you got me. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we can Uber places. Like, speaking of, we're going downtown, because our 1-year anniversary is coming up. It's already been a year, which is crazy. Of marriage. Which is honestly really, it's been, I feel like the anticipation of the wedding kind of slowed last year down a little bit. It still felt a little fast to get there. But I can kind of remember, like, it didn't feel as fast as this year. Yeah. Like, I feel yeah, I feel like this last year was just because it went fast because it was like the release of us planning everything and like waiting for it to happen and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And now it's like we're done, so we're like, okay, we can just sit and enjoy life. Yes, exactly. But so yeah, as a celebration to ourselves, we're going downtown. So this is coming out after we'll already be back, but we had fun. We had fun.
Probably slept a lot.
Probably. We got a hotel on the river, so we could go on the Riverwalk because we've been talking about going on the Riverwalk for forever. Mm-hmm. And just everything, something happens. It gets too cold the day that we wanted to go, or like it was raining, that kind of thing. But hopefully, it's supposed to be beautiful this weekend, so we'll go. There'll be plenty of videos and everything to go with it. I gotta adjust take stuff off of my phone because I have no storage anymore.
I know. I have too much stuff on my phone. Like, everything gets lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I have to like just it's a pain to just sit down and like being like, okay, I don't need that.
But yours is easy because yours is all on Google Photos, so you can go.
Yeah, I
can too.
I have to do the Google photo thing that you said. The extra storage, whatever.
The Amazon.
Oh, the Amazon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We should give Amazon a shout. Thanks, Amazon. Right. For unlimited whatever.
Photo storage.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. I got a lot of photos.
I think I'm gonna start. Because right now it backs up to Amazon and another one of my Google. I think I might stop the Google one and just do Amazon. But
okay.
Do it so I select the ones I want to put because it just does all of them, and sometimes
it just dumps it.
Yeah, that's why our stuff goes. Our storage goes so fast because it's doing stuff we don't want.
Yeah, I got a lot of screenshots.
Who wants to go into like their normal, me, photos and then search through all of those photos in Google to make sure you find the one that you don't want. It takes forever.
It does. It's a lot of scrolling. And this is something that it infuriates me now.
It's a terrible topic.
This topic?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about how I've deleted all my photos from every new phone. Like, every time I got a new phone, I'd just be like, you know what, screw it. And I would just let everything get deleted off my phone. Yeah. And now I'm, like, trying to find...
See, it doesn't sound good.
I'm trying to find, like, old videos and, like, old pictures, because I want to do something where it's, like... like, I've seen a lot of those, like... There's those TikToks where people put, like, videos or, like, pictures of themselves up when they're, like, kids, and then, like, now. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing. I don't know where any of my kid photos are, because all of the ones where I'm, like, in middle school or anything like that were, like, on a phone. Mm-hmm. Or, like, on a digital camera, which it's on some kind of hard drive somewhere.
Your parents have some.
Yeah. I just have to get that. But it's like, every time I got a new phone, I would just... I wouldn't transfer anything except for my contacts. That was decent. That's what the premium is. It makes you burpy.
A small one.
It'll get you.
I didn't even feel that coming.
No, it just kept on coming.
I was like, but I didn't feel it coming out. That was intense.
I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Is this something that people deal with? Like, or am I just... Cause
Our boring photos?
Well, no, that's the thing. That's me. That's me to a T. I'm a hoarder until I'm sick of it, and then I just throw everything away. And then later, this is why I'm a hoarder. It's because I'm like, I threw everything away, and now I'm looking for something that I know I threw away. That kind of thing. So I'm like,
yeah, but you try to keep stuff now that's like unnecessary, like extra boxes. Why do you keep a box of something?
Because I might use it for a future project. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I want to do stuff for future projects.
I'm sure you'll get another box for something else, but we're not gonna keep like 50 boxes of things you're not gonna use.
I literally threw away all of my freshman year drawings from college, and now I'm like, I could have used that in like a portfolio or something like that to show my progress. And now I'm like, oh shit.
So you throw away stuff that can be useful, but you keep shit that's not useful.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yep, that's your fault.
Just in case. But I want to keep everything just in case I can use it later. But I don't know. I have to find that balance. I have to do the...
It'll be a long time.
What's that lady? I never watched her on Netflix, but everybody kept on saying, does it...
Whatever.
Yeah. Marie something. Does it bring you joy? Everything brings me joy, because I can remember every time I look at...
You're one of those parents.
Well, it's like every time I look at something, I can fish for joy from it. That's what it is. I guess maybe she has an episode where she's like, if you're fishing to find the joy, then don't do it. But like, I can bring up like, let's see, like over there we have there's a random soap dispenser. But I'm also like, that was the soap dispenser from my first apartment that I have ever had.
No, it's not.
That one?
We bought that together. Yours was the silver top.
Oh, the silver top that got all greasy and stuff?
Yes, yeah.
Well, then that's even better, because that was our first soap dispenser that we had together. And so I don't want to get rid of it because...
We're not getting rid of it. We're putting it in storage, and I think there's still soap in there. That's why it's there.
No, we put that in the bathroom until we could take it out.
I think there's a tiny bit left, like the port, like you have to like rinse it out.
Okay.
I'm saying I think there's more
stuff at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like saying there's a shit ton. I'm just saying I think there's still a little bit left in there.
Yeah. And then there's also these. I mean, we also get.
These.
These are nice. We just got some new. We got some new decorations. We have the.
We should paint them the green, like in the room.
The green. Which one?
Our wall.
I'll paint this wall.
No, paint the shelves.
Oh, the shelves would be nice green. Yeah. Yeah, but if you're not watching this, then this is not a visual podcast. But yeah, you should watch. And listen to our ads. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, we have shelves and we have pictures up now. But the plant's still here. Ashley was saying I should move it,
no.
but
you're trying to fight on
staying in the background. Trying to fight?
Yeah, you trying to fight.
I'll fight you. It's only been a year. I'll fight
4.
you. It's been 4. 1 year of marriage. And we're gonna fight over a tree.
No, because you were struggling. So like once you just move it, it doesn't have to be in the shot.
I want it to be. It frames it perfectly. It comes in just a little bit. I think. I gotta look at the footage again, but I think it's nice. I think it's nice. I like it. Sure. I think it's nice. It gives a little bit of atmosphere to the podcast.
Saying, I'm not saying like.
I said something about arcade bars earlier, right? Mhm. What's your opinion on an arcade bar? Like, usually they don't really charge for the ones that we've been to. They haven't charged like quarters for the games, right? But
the drinks are so expensive and the food is so expensive.
Yeah.
You just press the button, press start, and go.
Right. Do they get upset with people who go in there and they don't drink? They just play free games?
Probably, but you gotta think, people who are drinking and playing games, they will probably end up buying the amount of that one person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or two people. Because if you're playing, you kind of like, you're drinking, you know, it's
and
like,
they'll stay there longer.
Like, yeah, like when we're watching a movie and we're eating popcorn, you just mindlessly just eat the popcorn until it's gone. You're like, oh, need another one, or need more, or wish we had more.
That's true. Yeah, because I was like trying to figure out, because I think there are actual, I mean, I feel like most arcades turned into arcade bars, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen like a legit arcade in a long time. Like,
I think arcades were gone after, like, you know, everybody got crazy with like PlayStation and Xbox, you know what I mean?
Personal video games and stuff,
And I think they came with
consoles.
Yeah, they came out with arcade bars to keep, you know,
Yeah.
Come out and socialize. And you can still play games.
Be interesting to go into figure out how to arcade the life and death of and rebirth of arcades and stuff like that. But yeah, it would be interesting. I wonder, there's a podcast that I listen to called Wizard and the Bruiser, and they do like topics like that. Like they just did a topic on SheHulk, which we should talk about. Yeah. They just kind of do a little deep dive. They they did a deep dive on like the history of SheHulk and how she can be meta and like how she talks to the camera, and she does that in the comics.
Yeah, we watch New Rockstars.
Yeah, New Rockstars. Yeah, they do that too. Like, well, they do deep dives with like all things Marvel, and I think they were talking.
I'm saying they talked about that part.
Yeah, but it's funny because she apparently they did. So apparently the birth of She-Hulk was because they had made the Hulk TV show, and Marvel was afraid that they were going to make a female version of it because they had like the Bionic Woman or something like that, and they were like, because strong women were in, I guess it was in the 80s when she came out.
Just make me burp really bad.
A lot. They press on your belly, so you got to burp. That's what presses stands for.
They were worried about who doing what.
They thought that the TV show that had Hulk, they were gonna do a She-Hulk version on that, and then they wouldn't have the rights to it, so they just made
random.
They just made She-Hulk, and it kind of starts as abruptly as it starts with in the show. Apparently it's just like Bruce Banner's like, oh, I gotta go visit my cousin, and then
she's evil,
and then she's a lawyer, and then she gets upset, like she upsets like a mob boss, and then like gets shot or something like that, and then he's like, well, I know somebody around here who has a surgeon table like in their house that I can just use, and then he operates, and he's like, well, I gotta give her some of my blood so she lives, and then she becomes She-Hulk immediately, and then it's like,
I like how
that's how it begins. But
they did it in the show.
Yeah, it's better in the show, I think, because it's not just like it's kind of just like it's abrupt, but it's just like, yeah, we're just get to the point. Get to the point. We want to know. And she's meta about that too. She was like, I know this is a lawyer show, but I know that you're gonna want.
You know that you heard I'm She-Hulk.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
That's all you're gonna think about.
Nobody's gonna pay attention to the lawyer part of the show unless I talk about the She-Hulk part. So, and then which. Yeah, I'm interested, like with New Rockstars, I'm interested in how they're gonna tackle who she's talking to, because like he was saying, it does make sense, like apparently, not apparently, every time anybody's talked in the MCU in the MCU to the camera, or like had a dialogue, like internal dialogue, it's always revealed at the end that they were talking to somebody, but this version, like in Thor Ragnarok, he was saying he was like looking to the camera, but then it turns around, he's talking to the skeleton that's in the cage with him, but she's like spiking the camera. Like all the other ones, like it's a voiceover or something like that, but this one she's spiking the camera, so it's like, okay, so wait, at the end of it, are they gonna be like, oh, there was always like a camera crew hanging out with them or something like that, or is it like she just can, that's her another superpower of hers, is that she knows that she's in a TV show, she
knows people are watching.
Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I think a new one comes out. It comes out Huh?
This is Wednesday?
It's like Wednesday at midnight, yeah, or something like that. Or Thursday at midnight, technically. So, yeah. Oh, so we can watch that before we go downtown. Or we can watch in the morning.
We're going Thursday night.
Yeah. So we can watch it Thursday morning. Or we can wait until we get downtown, and then if they have Disney Plus, we can just sign in and watch it there. Or watch it on our phones. My Disney Plus isn't working on my phone. I was trying to watch, what's it called? Jedi Legends.
What did it do?
It just didn't let me log in.
Rude.
Or maybe I just forgot the password, but I thought I had it.
It's the password for Hulu.
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. And also, it's plugged. I'm like in the room with the big TV that it's already logged in. So
Are you trying to do it in here?
I was just trying to do it on my phone.
Well, I guess you can get distracted on the phone. You can easily like pause it, but you're on TV. You're like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I try not to turn on the TV while I'm working in here because I'll just stop working and be like, oh, the PlayStation's on. Why don't I just play some more Last of Us? Which I've been playing through again. It's my favorite movie game.
Yeah.
That I have to play through at least once a year. But they're making a TV series now, so apparently.
I can't wait to see that. I'm excited.
It looks good. The new trailer just came out. We have to watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Or teaser trailer or whatever.
We should watch it before we go to sleep.
Yep. I've been seeing bits of it on not Instagram, on Twitter. That's like what I was telling Kyle. We were hanging out. Did we say that we were hanging out with? We were hanging out with Emily and Kyle this past weekend, and Kyle was talking about how because the first Last of Us came out in 2013, which admittedly is an old game.
The graphics.
Yeah, the graphics. He's like, the graphics and like the game mechanics are a little bit dated. And
he's like, I can't finish it.
Yeah, he's like, and so he couldn't finish it. And I was like, it's the best story ever for like a video game. I might be biased because I don't know. I like zombie.
You love it.
I like zombie anything.
That's your favorite video game.
It is my favorite video game. Well, it's that and Halo, but yeah. Well, the first 3 Halos. But anyway, we won't get into that. Yeah, with The Last of Us, apparently, so Last of Us is coming out with a remake of the original, and everybody's like...
Oh, you're fine.
Everybody's upset. They're like, I'm not paying $60 for a game that I already own, and like, for an old game, it was like... But everybody loves the graphics and everything of Last of Us Part 2, and the gameplay for that, and they're just making the first game match that. I'm like, I don't know why. I mean,
right.
Why not? I'm not a person that gets distracted by graphics or anything like that, or even like gameplay. Like, I'll play a game that freezes halfway through. Like, I've been playing Skyrim on the Xbox 360, the original Skyrim that I bought when it came out.
Big titty.
Your titty's a smack of the mic. I've been playing the same game. I've been playing that same game since I got it in 2011, and like, of course, Skyrim has gone through like all these different like iterations, but I'm still playing the original because I don't want to buy a new one. And everybody's like, but the graphics. But yeah, sorry, that's my video game talk.
Oh no, you're fine.
That's my video game talk. But yeah, no, just it's funny that it took this long to make a TV series, but also I get it because that's one of those things where you have
it's
to
hit or miss. It's like when people try to make movies out of books or shows.
Right.
Sorry, it's like I was far.
Right. I feel like, because I think Halo has a TV series going on right now, like Paramount or something like that.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything, so it might be a flop.
Yeah, me neither. Because, I mean, the Halo lore is so weird anyway. It's like one of those things, it's like, why would you... I mean, I get it. They probably want to do... But it's like... They want to get on the hype and stuff like that, but it's like... It also never was about the the main character you play as, Master Chief, he's basically just supposed to be a badass, like, super soldier that you play as. You're not supposed to, like, be invested in his past, but, like, as they got further and further into it, they're like, but who is this man that's part machine, who hangs out with an AI who's more human than the man, that kind of thing. And you're like, I wasn't really even thinking about that. Right. I just love punching these big ass aliens in the face. But now I must know. But now I gotta know. And now they're like, now they're trying to. I mean, I haven't even seen a trailer of the Halo show, but
we saw that one they kept playing over and over and over when it was about to come out.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even about. It was about the Marines, right? They didn't even show like Master Chief that much, did they?
It's just like, it's coming out.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's one of those things. Is like it's just like Uncharted. We watched Uncharted, and you watched me play through the entire series, right? And like, it's one of those things where it's like you can't cram like probably like 30, 40 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
Into a 2-hour movie and still want to have and still expected to have the same heart.
All 3 in 1, like they try to rush it so fast, like so much. Right. You can tell.
I feel like every video, if they're gonna do a video game, anything, it's always got to be a series. I don't think they can make a a movie, 2-hour movie out of unless you could like Last of Us, they could probably do that in a movie because you can sit down. Like, I've played through the first Last of Us in, like, 8 hours. But still, that's a good TV series. That's, like, 4 2-hour episodes or, 8 1-hour episodes, that kind of thing. But, yeah, no, it's just interesting because it seems like now that they've done, some things have become mediocrely successful. Like, now they're wanting to do everything. They're like, oh, is this somebody's favorite video game?
We have to make it into a movie
show. We have to make Spyro. The untold story of the purple dragon.
Can you imagine?
We have to make Crash Bandicoot meet Spyro in the Toys for Bob. Well, I was just playing the new Crash game because it was free. So now I remember Toys for Bob. It's fun. I only played like the first level because I know you like that game, so.
Yeah, I do like Crash.
I was gonna wait to play it with you because there's like a cool feature where it's like, well, like if you die you can just pass the controller, which you could do anyway, but now it like tracks the person, that kind of thing.
Ouch.
But yeah, video games are cool.
They are cool.
Video games are cool and awesome. Sorry if there's like been like a little bit. Well, it's like I was gonna say low energy, but I think it's been.
We had work today.
Yeah, so. This is an after work podcast. We usually try to record, or we've tried to, at least the past couple of episodes. We tried to record like during the day on the weekend.
Yeah. But Saturdays.
But obviously we're gonna be gone this weekend, and then we really won't have any time to do anything. So we just have to. It's like a
filler.
Yeah, right. It's a filler episode. We gotta make.
Sorry, guys.
Make things where it's due. Make do where it's done. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that being said, I did feel it. I felt it. I felt it. But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can edit it to make it sound cooler than it does. No. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna put a bunch of air horns in the background. I'm just gonna make. Did you hear what they said about chiropractors? Cracking babies' necks. You hold them by the ankle and you like. What were you saying? You said that. You were the one who told me that. You just told me that on this podcast.
Not cracking nobody. I said she was helping him
with his posture.
Yeah. No, she wasn't cracking his back right there.
Oh, I was just imagining them stretching a baby like taffy.
No.
It's like put him on the hook, just like stretch the baby.
Yeah, and then kneading him.
It's that. It's gonna look like in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when they have to put the something TV. His last name was TV. They put him in the taffy thing so he could so they could stretch him out because he got teleported and was a tiny little
that
kid.
Little jerk.
Yeah, that kid annoyed me to no end.
I hate chocolate.
Yeah, it's a numbers game.
Yeah,
whatever. That kid, and kick him in the face. He's like all the there's like that version of like video game players who's like or I think he's kind of like a speedrunner, if like a toxic speedrunner. Which I've been watching a lot of speedrunning videos, but I'll save the listeners for my speedrunning podcast. And
you'll tell me later.
I'm gonna call it Speedy McKalen. That's the podcast. That's what it's gonna be.
Okay.
No, not a good podcast name. I'm workshopping the podcast. I'm workshopping it. This is how we are after. So this is how we are after our work day.
Yeah.
Like normally, and this is why we need to figure out how to make this our main thing, because then if we can just record on a random Wednesday afternoon, that'd be amazing.
Make our thing?
Make podcasting our thing.
Yeah, I got
like
you.
if we can just do podcasting
without getting tired from like work, what you're saying?
Yeah, because working through 8 hours like for anything, it just drains you. It takes you out. And it's like, this is technically our hobby, but it's like, what happens when you're too drained to do your hobby?
Right.
It's like, this is why we have to go to 4-hour work days. Get home by noon, and then you get to work on your passion. 3-day work week. Yeah, this is like our passion project, but like this part is just like technically the easy part. Like the rest of it is us editing and then like everything, like putting everything together. And I don't know, it's just like, but we have to be on it. This is our performance, that kind of thing, and it sucks. Hey, we're here!
Yay!
This is a Libatious podcast. It's not. They're not always going to be winners. Okay. Just kidding. I was.
You trying to tell yourself that?
There's that. I listened to a podcast with Kenan Thompson in it, and from Kenan and Kel. And that just reminded me of the David S. Pumpkins skit with Tom Hanks. And Kenan is like the elevator like attendant. And he says that he is like, it's 100 floors of terror, they're not all gonna be winners, and that kind of thing. I was like, that's us. That's gonna be us. We're just gonna be. There's gonna be an episode where we just keep on saying David S. Pumpkins. I'm David Pumpkins.
That one's annoying.
It was interesting. Yeah. It's some meta comment. Just like, where did he get the S from? Right. Where does the S come from? Yeah, but it's realistic. This podcast is realistic. So we're gonna say, we're gonna have to say goodnight. There. To you, my friends. And you. Do you and you. I barely drink any. I opened this at the beginning of the podcast. I've been milking this. You thought we were gonna have to do another one, but
I just brought them just in case.
Yeah,
we can put them back.
We do have to get a mini fridge though, because that would be really cool. That'd be awesome. We could just put a mini fridge right here.
That's what I'm saying, like right there.
Right there, just for those days.
All right. Thanks for listening. Hopefully watching. Share with friends, family, coworkers.
Answer our questions that we put on.
Oh yeah, now we have questions on Spotify. Go on there and answer them so we can interact, and also follow us on Instagram. What is it, Libatious Pod?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Just Libatious Podcast. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, follow us on Instagram at Libatious Podcast.
That's Libatous. Libatious.
We'll link it in our description.
Yeah.
All right, and we will see and talk to you next time. Bye.